I'm MightMouse74, and this is a Transformers video review.
For the Transformers community, please subscribe to MightMouse74.
Hey, what's going on, Mouseketeers? MightMouse74 with the Transformers video review from Transformers 4 Age of Extinction. This is Dinobot Slash. So on the back here, you get a brief bio which reads, "There's no situation Dinobot Slash can't escape. He can cover an opening and slip out undetected, or battle his way out with his razor-sharp claws. Also available Strafe, Autobot Drift. Here's Dinobot Slash in his robot mode and his raptor mode." So I think that about does it for the box. Without further ado, let's get Dinobot Slash out of here and see what he's all about. Okay, so here we have Dinobot Slash in his raptor mode. He does come with a few accessories, which can also be used as weapons a little bit later on in robot mode. And these are just like rubber material. You can store them in Dino mode. Under the arms of Slash, there's a groove here and a groove right there. So you can just take the weapons and plug them underneath the forearms, just like that. And then pretty much do the same thing with the other one. You can store it under the forearm of Slash. And you can position the arms however you want. And there you go. For details of Dinobot Slash, his teeth are silver paint details. On the sides of his face, he has some black paint details. The ears are black paint details. The eyes are also red paint details. The same on the other side. He has some black paint details there. His eyes are red paint details. In the center of his chest here, it's like a yellowish blue look. And on the back of the tail here, it's just a rubber material. It's yellow paint details there, blends into a light blue, and again blends into a yellow color right there. And the sides of his legs, these are just a hard rubber material. Back here, it's like a yellow paint details blends into a light blue details here. And on the back here, some yellow paint details blends into a black details towards the top here. And the same on the other side. These are just made out of a hard rubber material. So that about covers it for details for Dinobot Slash. So for comparison in Dino mode, here we have Dinobot Slash, and here is Dinobot Scorn. Okay, so my dad's going to show us how to put Dinobot Slash in his robot mode.
Okay, so we're going to start with his legs here. So basically just get these out of the way a bit. Like that. You can push his arms up so they're kind of out of your way. Alright, so if you take the leg and just rotate the foot around to the side like that, and then this folds up inside and this comes this way. So it's just going to look like that when you get that done. So we'll do the same thing with the other side. Rotate this around, bring that down, and then push this up inside like that. Okay, so now we're going to work a little bit on his chest. This part just opens up. Bring these up like this. There's a couple little pieces here. You pull up like that. Bring it around. And this is the tail is attached up here on the back part. So what we're going to do is just pull that down, detach that, and then bring it around. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to separate this piece. This piece that we have up here separates right down from a spot right down in the edge here on both sides. So you do that just by pulling that up. And you'll see it releases like that. And then you can bring it down. I'm going to just bring these legs down, kind of get them out of our way. Bring it around to the side And what we now do is, you can see this piece rotates now. And what we're going to do is we're going to rotate this up. There's a small circular place here, and it snaps around this little segment, this little section that we have here on the top. So if you want to just hold on for a minute, we're gonna shut the camera off and then we'll
zoom in.
Yeah, we'll zoom in and get a close look at how that connects.
Said at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got a close-up now of what we have to do here. So you'll see a small slot there. It's a round sort of circular slot there. And what you're going to do is this piece rotates like this. You're going to rotate it down until you can bring it into that little arm that is there. So we're just going to bring it back like this and start pushing it in. And basically it just goes like that. And then it will snap down.
Hopefully.
Yep, and that's it. It's actually in place. You have to be a little careful and just figure out where to put these arms because they move around, and you got to get them in a position where they're out of the way. And then once you have that, it just moves right into place, and so everything is lined up nicely there.
Cool.
Okay, so now we're just going to push these legs down, get them a bit out of the way like this. I guess they're the arms now. And then we'll bring him around, and so the next step is to split him up here in the middle. So just going to split them apart like this. And then these head pieces, basically this comes up and push them back like that. Then do the same thing with the other one on the other side. So see here. So basically this just comes up and back, and then this comes in like that. Okay, and then from there we go around to the front again. Okay, so now what we do is we take these parts here and we're going to rotate them around. So that just rotates like this. This becomes his shoe. So like that, and do the same thing on the other side. Rotate it like that. And then these rotate around, I think this way. Like that. Rotate down this way. Like this. So when you look at him from the front, that's what he's going to look like. Just kind of spread him apart like that. That's basically what he's going to look like at the moment.
And here we now have Dinobot Slash in his robot mode. With the accessories he comes with, you can actually have him hold him. Just plug it on the inside of the fist, like that. And then you can pretty much do the same thing with the other weapon. Plug it on the inside of the fist, just like that. So let's have a closer look at the figure and his details. Here's just an up-close face shot. Now for comparison in robot mode, here we have Dinobot Slash. And here we have Dinobot Scorn. Okay, so to transform Dinobot Slash back to his Dino mode, again, my dad's gonna show us how.
Okay, so you can just start off by kind of loosening up here and just making sure everything is kind of out of the way, like that. Bring these out a bit, like this. So we're first going to work on his legs, which will become his head when he goes into dinosaur mode. So we're going to pull this back, pull this piece back. Remember, we pushed him back, so we're just going to bring him back out like this. And then we're going to turn this.
Can't see.
Okay, can't see because my hand's in the way, but we're going to turn him like that. We pull his leg off. Push them back on. Okay, same thing with the other one. Bring them around. Okay. Yeah, it's got to come up over that, like this. Then you're going to turn these right around. So you end up with piece like this, which you have to snap all this together. So you got to line everything up.
Just right, too.
Yeah. See if I can get this, get his tail out of the way so you can see. So these line up like that. And you can line the jaws up.
Then line the face up.
The face up. And then you'll be all snapped together like that.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, so next step is to work on this upper chest part here. So there are slots along in here where this is snapped in, so you have to push that out. So basically it just pushes like this, and then this becomes loose. And you're going to rotate it around. You can get the arms out of the way. Like this, and you're going to rotate it around. And what you have is now, when you rotate it, there's this little groove in, I don't know if you can see it there with the arm in the way, there's a little groove here, and it's going to go onto this little straight piece. So you bring that up, just snap it like that. Everything's nice and tight in place. You can just bring that back down. We'll move all those things around after. But basically that's what it'll look like at the moment. Okay, so let me just start here by repositioning his head. It's going to go down, so you can bring it down like this, like that. These pieces on the side, they flop down, become part of the chest, like this. That's his front legs, like this.
The arms.
Well, they're legs, but they're also his arms. When he's standing up, they're his arms. Right? When he's down on floors, it's his legs. Okay, and then the tail piece can snap in. It just sort of slots into place there.
It's not really big, it just kind of clips into place.
It just pushes in there.
You'll be able to feel it once you...
Yeah, and then legs go down like this. So we can do that on each side. Just like that. Okay, so it's just really one last step, which is just to rotate that down. Rotate this down.
And you pretty much have him back in his
feet, and you pretty much have him
mode.
back in his
Raptor mode.
dino mode.
Cool. And as for the accessories, as I showed you in the beginning of the review, you can store them underneath the forearm in dino mode. There's a slot there and a slot right there. You can take the weapons and make sure you put them in all the way so they don't fall out, but give it a good press. Then do the same thing with the other one. You can plug it under the forearm. Again, just give it a good press, make sure they don't fall out and whatnot. And then you can position the arms however you want. And there you have Dinobot Slash back into his Raptor mode. So that about wraps it up. This is Mike Mouse 74, and you've just seen from Transformers 4 Age of Extinction. This is Dinobot Slash. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, support the mouse, support your Transformers community. Stay tuned for lots more reviews to come. Join me and all my friends in my Facebook group called The Mousetrap. If anybody wants to join, I'll put a link down below. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'll put a link down below. I want to thank everybody for watching, and as always guys, take care everyone.